everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel.
Every little thing you do, and every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Ooh.
Okay guys, so if you're seeing me wearing the same outfit in like the past, like 3-4 videos, I don't even know. I did 2 after hike summaries this video and another one today. It's because I am bulk filming all of my content today. I don't really have another filming day until next weekend, so I am kind of bulk filming for my week ahead. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a story time, and I haven't done one in a really long time. I feel like I go through phases on my channel where I will do a bunch of story times and then not do them for like a year or something like that. It's a little crazy, and I feel like I honestly haven't done one in a year. But anyways, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the time that someone stole my photos and catfished as me. There's 3 separate occasions, and it's a little bit crazy to me that this happened. But anyways, if you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click that subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now let's get right into the story, you guys, because this one is juicy. I never expected in a million years for this to happen to me, because I feel like when people catfish as other people, they normally use somebody with, like 30,000, 40,000, 100K followers. They use someone that's really popular as far as like an influencer. They use someone that is moderately famous, and I am not. So when this happened to me, I was a little bit shook. I was a little bit like, why would you catfish as me? Like, this is so strange. But it did happen to me like 3 times, and I am a huge fan of the MTV show Catfish. I watch Catfish UK, I watch Catfish the US version. I wish there was a Canadian version of it. I would watch that too. I'm very familiar with reverse image searching and all of that good stuff. However, I never thought to reverse search my own photos. Like, I find that a little weird, but we're gonna get started with the first time this ever happened to me. So this happened like back, I think 2 years ago, and one of my friends that I went to elementary school with messaged me on Instagram and was like, hey, there is a fake account of you and here is their username, I've already reported it. And then so I look up the username that they sent me, and there was nothing found. So I replied back saying, I can't find the account. Did you spell it wrong or something? Like, I don't see it anywhere. I've tried looking for it, it's not there. I have screenshots of all these things, by the way, so I'll kind of have them on the side of the screen going along as I'm telling the story. But I basically was like, I don't see any accounts with that username, but thank you for reporting it. Maybe Instagram already took it down, which they are not fast at taking any fake accounts down, and I've learned this throughout this experience. Instagram either takes forever or they don't ever take the account down. Me naively thinking this is the first time this has ever happened to me, I was like, okay, that's a little weird. Can't find the account. Instagram probably already took it down. So I reply back saying, I can't find the account, but if it ever pops up again, do you mind just reporting it? And he's like, okay. So the next day comes along and I go hiking. So this was a very memorable hike. This was one of my favorite hikes that I ever done, and it was during a forest fire, unfortunately, so there was tons of smoke in the air. But regardless of that, it was still a beautiful day, but it was a really long hike. It was a 22K hike, and I promise there is a point to this. This one is located in Lake Louise area, and it is a 22K hike around Lake Louise. Lake Louise does have a little bit of cell service. So you have cell service in the parking lot. It's not the greatest, but through the hikes around that area, you do have a little bit of reception. Nothing too crazy. It's not like you're in Kananaskis or somewhere like that where there's no service at all. Lake Louise, for the most part, has a little tiny bit of service. So for the most part, I like to turn my phone on airplane mode for all of my hikes. I just don't like to be disturbed. If I do have cell phone service. I don't like people texting me while I'm going hiking or anything like that. I also don't like to waste battery on my phone, and if your phone is constantly trying to connect itself to a network or trying to find a network, it is going to be draining your battery. So for the most part, I always put my phone on airplane mode and I'm done with it. But on this particular day, for some reason, I did not put my phone on airplane mode. We went and started hiking. By the time we got to the tea house, I got a message from my friend's brother. My friend was with me during that hike and he messaged me. So he said that there is a fake account of me on Instagram. Here is their username and he's already reported it. So it was basically the same message as I got the night before. And I went to my Instagram and I tried looking for the account, but of course with barely any service, nothing was loading. And I even replied saying, I don't know if this message is gonna go through. I got your message. I'm hiking with your sister right now and I will report it when I get into service. So I sent the message away. And I then put my phone on airplane mode because I'm like, there's nothing that's gonna work. I'm just gonna keep getting messages from people possibly finding this account, and then like I can't do anything about it with no service. So I finish my hike. By the time I get to the parking lot, I take my phone off of airplane mode and there's 2 other people that messaged me the same thing. Basically, there's a fake account of you, and then there was another message saying like, is this you? Is this like your alternate account or something like that? Like, is this you? And I'm like, no, it's not me. It's not me. Just report it, blah, blah, blah. And I was finally from the Lake Louise parking lot able to go on Instagram and look up the fake account. And of course, they've stolen a bunch of my photos. They like to steal my selfies for some reason. They don't really like to steal like full body photos, which I feel like if I was a catfish, I'd probably want to steal those because, you know, it's like a whole full body pic versus like a selfie. But anyways, for the most part, this person has liked to steal my selfies. So they did make a fake account that was 1 letter off from my username. I think it was like Layla Rosette with an extra E at the end. And they stole like one of my hiking photos that I took like with my tripod, but for the most part they were all selfies. And I'm like, okay, that is super strange. So I reported the account. I had other people report the account. I put it in my story. A bunch of my friends reported the account. They followed a bunch of guys that I was following on Instagram. I'm not following very many guys on Instagram, but I do have some guy friends that I'm following, and they followed all of them. I don't think they followed Andy. I think that would have made it way too obvious, but they followed like my cousins and stuff like that. It was very strange. But anyways, so that was the first time this has happened to me. Instagram took a very, very long time to review this. I even reported this account on all of my accounts because I do have multiple Instagram accounts. I have one for Morgan, I have one for Luna, and I have one that I used to use for makeup reselling. So I do have like 3 other accounts, and I've reported this page on all of my accounts, had my friends report them, and it took Instagram a good week, at best a week, to take down this account, which is completely ridiculous in my personal opinion. They were literally like following all guys. All the followers were all guys. I was like, okay, I can see where this is going. It's obviously a catfish account. They're probably trying to scam these guys into paying them for certain things. Like they stole some of my photos from Turks and Caicos when I went back in 2019. Like they literally went through my whole Instagram and went back and just started scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and taking photos from like 2019. So it's a little bit ridiculous how much effort and how much work that they put into this page. But they did have a thing that was like an OnlyFans in the, what is it called, in their bio. Is very similar to OnlyFans. I forget, I think it was like Fansly or something like that. There was a link in their bio, so it looked like an alternate account of me with an OnlyFans. So of course this was something that they were scamming other guys with, and I don't know if it worked, but basically after, you know, Instagram reviewed it and all the people that helped me by reporting it, after a week this one got taken down. And then And then, oh yeah, there's more. There's 2 more fake accounts that I found. The next one, actually only one person messaged me about, and he was like, is this you? Is this like another account of you or whatever? Because it was like pretty much my username, I think with like a 2 at the end. And I was like, no, this is another fake account of me. Please report it, blah, blah, blah. I think my cousin like actually ended up following this one back because he probably actually thought it was me. This one again was a fake account. They stole the same photos as they did the first time. This one was a whole year later though, which is super strange. It's like they kept my photos for a year, or maybe they were making multiple accounts. Their username was slightly different, but it was the same type of account. A different link, but it was, I think, also for Fansly or something like that in their bio. This time around, it was the same thing. They were following some guys from my Instagram followers list or whatever, friends list, I don't know. They were following some people that I was following, but then they blocked me. So I could not see their account at all. I couldn't see that they stole my photos. I couldn't see anything. If I didn't get that message saying like, is this you? Blah, 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 I would have never known because there was no way for me to see the account. I had to go on one of my dog's Instagrams and look them up, and of course they were there. So I did report this account from my dog's Instagrams. I put it in my story. I don't know if anybody actually reported this one besides me because nobody really messaged me about this one. It was super strange. Basically, Instagram sent me a message saying that this account is legit. It's not a fake account. These are their real photos. They can't do anything. They're not removing it. So I don't know if this person has since changed their username, deleted their account, or what happened with it, but it's not there anymore. I can't see it. I can't see it on my dog's Instagrams. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if they changed their username to something else because I can't seem to find it at all. The third one. I think there's actually a 4th one, or like the 3rd and the 4th one are together somehow. On Instagram one day, this person named Gracie Ander, that was their username anyways, Gracie Ander, they had my profile photo as their photo and they liked one of my photos. I don't know if they were trying to screenshot, or you know when you're scrolling and you accidentally like someone's photo from like, you know, 10 years ago or something like that and you look like a creep. I don't know if that's what happened with this Gracie Ander person, if they were just scrolling through my page stealing my photos and they accidentally double tapped one of them. So I saw their username, instantly was like, what the hell? They have my profile photo. So I did message them saying like, close your account, like I'm reporting you, blah, blah, blah. I think they blocked me because I didn't see their account anytime after that. I think I tried to look it up just on my main Instagram and I can't find them. I'm probably blocked, so they might still be up there, but they do have a whole Facebook page about me. And like, well, not about me. It's their Facebook page. They have my photos on there and all of their friends are men. I feel like they're just trying to steal. I'm saying they because I don't know if this is a man or a lady that's stealing my photos. I'm really thinking that it's like a man, to be completely honest. Like, it's a man trying to scam other men into giving them money, or maybe it's a girl that's really insecure about the way she looks and she wants attention, and she's, because I've seen episodes of Catfish, okay? I've seen the reasons why people do things. They like a certain person, they don't think they're attractive enough, they steal somebody's photos, they catfish them. But honestly, in this situation, I think it's more money-based. I think it's more scammy. And that's just how I feel. That's the vibe that I get from their page. But they basically stole a bunch of my photos. They did steal some of my hiking photos, which, you know, I'm super proud of you, Gracie Ander, for stealing my hiking photos, because it's not just selfies with hound of makeup on my face. Like, it's literally candid hiking photos. I'm glad you think I'm pretty, but you need to stop stealing my photos, okay? Like, okay, like you do. So apparently Gracie Ander is from Detroit, Michigan, as far as what her Facebook says. She likes adaptive hiking, which, you know, I like hiking. She likes like archery and stuff like that, which I'm not a huge fan of. She has a photo of me and Luna, and somebody commented on it saying your dog is really cute, and she's like, oh, I know, right? You don't even know my dog's name. You really don't. Her Facebook page is very interesting, and I have gone through it quite a bit, and it's been up for a while. I looked it up kind of semi-recently. I don't know if she changed names again or something like that, but I can't find her. I don't know if she deleted it since then, or if she got bored, or you know, she wasn't getting enough attention. I don't know what the case may be, but it's just, it's interesting. It's interesting because I just don't see myself as somebody that you'd want to steal photos from. That's just that. Like, I don't know why you'd want to catfish as me. I don't. So that is all for this video. That is my story time on how someone has stolen my photos, and there is fake accounts of me all around the internet, and I don't even know which ones are still active, which ones are still there. I don't know if they've changed their name to other things, but I know that my fake Facebook account was Gracie Ander. So if there's any more Gracie Ander accounts online, they're probably not that person. And yeah, that is my story time of the time that someone stole my photos and catfished as me. So that is all for this video. If you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click that subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.
I let you